The headline in the September 17th edition of The Economist depicting wok stir-fry piqued my curiosity. I was not browsing through the recipe section, but reviewing economics. Oil markets are full of uncertainty. Asian demand is booming. And does supply match the world's appetite? What goes for crude oil also applies for the stuff squeezed out of vegetable matter. There are two structural factors behind oil's sizzle: China and biodiesels. A planet with more mouths to feed and deeper pockets has led to rapid growth in consumption of vegetable oils. And although the rapid surge in demand for oils in China and the rest of Asia is slowing, there is still plenty of scope for more growth. China is the biggest consumer of vegetable oils in the world, with twice that of India. For 2010-2011, it is forecasted to consume 29.3 million tons, an increase of over 9% against previous year's consumption. Soybean oil is the most consumed vegetable oil in China, followed by palm, rapeseed, and peanut oil. China imports almost one-third of its vegetable oil requirements to meet its ever-growing demand. The largest import is that of palm oil. In the past few years, a new source of demand has emerged for vegetable oils. Biodiesel production has rapidly accelerated and now consumes over a tenth of the global vegetable oil crop. By 2020, it is expected to reach 20%. Biodiesel is a fuel-grade, non-petroleum-based fuel source that can be used in any vehicle with a diesel engine. It's made from vegetable oils such as soybean and corn oil, and it is put through a process to have the glycerin extracted from the oils. Soy is the most common feedstock for biodiesel. So essentially, you pull up to the pump and you fill it. The following slide gives an example of what the vegetable oil production is in 2010 and 11 in the world. As you can see, the largest production is in palm oil, followed very closely thereafter with soybean at 41.6%. Rapeseed is next, and then the rest are less than 10 or 11%. Palm oil, also used to make soaps and cosmetics, comes almost exclusively from Indonesia and Malaysia. It suffers from even more acute supply problems. Already intensely cultivated and merchandised, there are few opportunities for farmers to increase output by improving yields on existing acres. Environmentalists point out that as the spread of palm oil plantations is the greatest threat to forests in Indonesia and Malaysia. As part of a bilateral climate deal with Norway, Indonesia introduced a 2-year moratorium policy on forest clearance to protect some 72.5 million acres of forest. In return, they received $1 billion. In the case of soy, competition for land is the main concern. Farmers in America, the world's top exporter, and Brazil in second place, are switching to maize as sky-high prices make it more attractive. Developing and rolling out new higher yield strains of maize is much easier and quicker for annual crops like wheat and corn. The high prices for vegetable oils attract a good deal of media attention. Over the past decade, the price of vegetable oils has almost quadrupled. Soybeans were at $336 in 2001, and in January of 2011, they were at $1,374. There has been a rush of money into commodities. According to Barclays Capital, $431 billion is invested in commodities now, up from $141 billion in 2006, as investors use commodities to diversify portfolios, hedge for inflation, and profit from emerging markets' appetite for raw materials. Glencore, the world's biggest commodity trader, may be about to confirm the industry's allure. Rumors are flying that it is mulling over an investment in KS Oil, an Indian edible oil firm. Established in 1985, KS Oil is today one of India's leading integrated edible oil companies. So where do we go next? Population is expected to increase to almost 10 billion. Oilseed yields have fallen through poor climate conditions and drought. Growing demand from the population, as well as the other issues in urbanization, has caused a disconnect. Supply and demand show a gap of 3 to 4 tons minimum. Whenever prices are changing rapidly, whether upwards or downwards, speculators interfere in the market and make profit for themselves. Based on this and the other factors described before, do not expect the price of stir-frying and dressing a salad to go down soon.